I work hard to better myself to have it taken away from me and my family here at my house. I mean, I miss out on a lot to get to where I'm at. I mean, I don't see how it's fair just to have it taken away from me.
So this appears to be an attempted negotiation on a CSRP for a motion to adjust. It was filed by the state back in December of 2023.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, I'll call the case.
Mr.
Yes, ma'am.
Johnson, in the non-agreed child support review order that is before the court today, it states that your gross monthly resources are $10,210.29. Does that number sound correct to you?
You said that's gross? That's after taxes?
Before taxes.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're not disputing the amount of your current income, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
It also states that you have one other child that you pay child support for, and it gives you credit for that child that you're paying support for. Do you just have one other child?
Yes, ma'am.
It states that you have health insurance available at a cost of $56 per month through your current employer. Is that information correct?
Is that per child or the whole plan?
I believe that should be the per child amount.
Yes, ma'am.
And then also dental support available through your employer at $4 per month per child. Is that information correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, this order sets out that your current child support would be based on the guideline percentage of 17.5%, putting it at a rate of $1,275 per month. Do you have any issues with that number?
Yes, ma'am, I do. Because to be completely honest, there's no way I'll be able to afford that.
Okay. You understand that that's the guideline amount as set by the state legislature.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any other reason that you believe your child support shouldn't be set on the guideline percentage?
Well, my other child that I'm paying child support on, he has special needs. And we just found out he has seizures. So he has a ton of doctor's appointments that we have to take him to. He's actually in Plano, Texas right now, the neurologist. That I have to pay his doctor bills too that my insurance don't cover.
What do you think your child support amount should be?
I think $750 is more than enough to take care of one child that's 6 years old and in school.
Is there any other information that you want to give the court today?
Other than that, I mean, I work more than 6 months out of the year away from my family to get to where I'm at to provide for my family here at my house. And I don't see how it's fair that I work hard to better myself to have it taken away from me and my family here at my house when I have to drive 9 hours away from my house. I ain't had Christmas home in 4 years. I miss out on a lot to get to where I'm at. I don't see how it's fair just to have it taken away from me.
I have no additional questions for Mr. Johnson. I'll pass the witness.
All right, call your next witness.
Ms. Trammell, I went over the terms of the CSRP you had initially agreed to with Mr. Johnson. Did you understand all of those terms?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking the court to change any of those terms today?
No, ma'am.
You feel that the guideline child support amount is in the best interest of your child?
Yes, ma'am.
There are no additional questions for Ms. Trammell. I'll pass the witness.
So I have one issue already in regards to the proposed order, Ms. Wright. I don't see in this order where the state considered the fact that Mr. Johnson is a resident of the state of Louisiana and he has to pay Louisiana state income taxes.
That was included in his net resources amount, Your Honor. I can see on here we did give credit for regular federal taxes as well as state income taxes and the health insurance amount. Those amounts reduce his net resources to $7,285.74. I believe in the order it has 73 cents instead of 74. Yes, $7,285.73.
Mr. Johnson, you have another child and you said that this child was recently diagnosed with special needs. What is the medical condition of the child?
He has autism spectrum disorder.
Well, that doesn't generally cause seizures. What's causing the seizures?
See, that's what we're trying to figure out right now. He's at the neurologist's office.
How old is he?
He's 13.
13 years old?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a new one for me. I'm pretty abreast on autism spectrum. I've never heard about seizures before, so I guess I'm gonna have to do some more research.
Yes, sir. He just started having them last year. He's had 3 total so far, and we're trying to figure out. We got him on medication and stuff for him.
Right. Oh, I know all about the different medication. So here's my problem, Mr. Johnson. I don't mind giving some benefit and some break, but I can't give you a 40% reduction in child support, Mr. Johnson. That's just not going to happen. I understand what you're saying about, what you think a child needs in order to be raised. The problem is that the state legislature in my state, the state of Texas, determined that the easiest way to calculate is based on your income and not on the needs of the child. Now, once the child turns 18, if the child has some kind of special needs, then that becomes an issue, but not while the child's under 18 or still in high school. So while I understand what you may think the child needs to live and survive and thrive, the state legislature in Texas doesn't consider that opinion to be something that we're going to use in order to determine the support number, okay?
Yes.
However, the medical needs of your other child are something that I'm going to consider. And I do think that those medical needs should be considered. So I am going to adjust the child support. I'm going to set child support in this case at $1,000 a month. That's what it's going to be. I didn't knock it down 500, Mr. Johnson, but I did knock it down some. Okay.
Yes, sir.
How long has your child been on the autism? I mean, this is a stupid question, but I've already gone down the road, so I'm gonna ask you. How long has your child been on the autism spectrum?
He's since he was 4 years old.
Okay, that's when mine was actually diagnosed a little earlier than that, but okay. But you said the seizures just started in the last year.
Yes, sir.
And his mama takes him all the way to Plano for that?
Yes, sir. We was taking him up here to Shreveport, Louisiana, but we wasn't getting no
Yep. I know
confident answers from them. So they went to Plano yesterday. I was going to go, but I had this court hearing, so I didn't get to go to be there.
I mean, I know all about having to take a child 200 miles just to get decent medical treatment. That will be the order of the court. You can keep all of your numbers the same, Ms. Wright. I'm putting a specific variance in the court order due to the medical needs of the other child that Mr. Johnson has as the purpose for the variance. Now, Mr. Johnson, I have to tell you, it's possible that this case will come back in front of me or another judge like me sometime in the future. I got Timbers, only born in 2017, so he's not even 7 years old yet. So you need to be prepared for the fact that the reason that I put this in the order this way is not because of the autism, but because of the seizures. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I want you to know that, because if it comes back in front of me again, I've already made a note on my docket sheet that the seizures was the reason for the variance, not the autism. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That'll be the order of the court. Ms. Wright's going to send me a proposed order as long as it matches what I said here today. I'm going to sign it, get it back to them. Then they're going to make a copy of it and send it to each of you. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Trammell, you have any questions about my ruling today?
No, sir. On there, I haven't got my last name changed, but I did change it through y'all to Harvey. Is that
Okay.
something that needed to be changed on there?
No, the lawsuit actually has your last name as Harvey, but on the screen in front of me, it's Trammell. So I just kind of read the name.
Okay. Probably
know,
what I had it on when I downloaded the app a while back.
But it's fine. I mean, I think we've got it considered that your name is Haley Trammell.
Yeah, it will be going back to that eventually.
Okay, so that's what we'll do in regards to it. It's fine. I mean, I didn't hear anybody say that you weren't the right Haley that was supposed to be in front of you in regards to the child timber. So until
sir.
somebody makes that allegation, I'm gonna leave it the way it is.
All right, sounds good.
Mr. Johnson, you got any questions?
No, sir.
They'll send you a copy of it once I sign it. I appreciate you both being here today. You're both free to go.